I'm Adam Cavalier, now joined by the head coach of Carson-Newman's Eagles, Chuck Benson. Chuck, a dominating performance from wire to wire. You start the game on a 12-2 run and never look back. You force 28 turnovers. How on earth did you achieve that with your pressure?
Well, it's like we talked about going into the game. They were a team that could score points, and in one way we were really sort of concerned about their ability to do that. But we wanted to try to score some points of our own, and we thought if we were to extend a little bit and use our traps and presses and so forth, we might be able to get them sped up and get them out of their comfort zone. And obviously that proved to work for us today.
You went 1-3-1 at times too. What did that enable you to do?
And that's a little something we've been playing around with. We like it. I think it's a good counter to some other things we do. And for whatever reason, teams since the dawning of basketball seem to struggle against a 1-3-1. It's not really necessarily a great defense. It's more of a bluff junk kind of thing, but people tend to struggle with it, and it was good for us today.
Good balance from you today. 5 players in double figures, and then you got 3 more that score 9. How'd you achieve that, moving the ball around with 17 assists, an assist on half of your baskets?
Well, it's funny. I mean, you think about it. Antoine Davis's 20 points weren't there. Corbin Jackson's 9 or 10 weren't there. So I'm surprised we were able to put 101 points on the board today, considering there was roughly 30 points on the bench today not playing.
Yeah.
And yet the guys moved the ball well. We took high percentage shots, and I think probably the big difference is we really got the line and capitalized getting those free throws on the board.
You keep Milligan right about their average from the field, 49%. Highest a team's shot on you
I know.
This season.
Please don't remind me of that.
But is that acceptable when you turn it over 28 times, or how do you balance that?
One of the points we discussed, we've been number 1 in our conference in defensive field goal percentage, and that's something we sort of hang our hats on. To let them shoot 49% in the field is frustrating to us. It's a testament to them, but that's disappointing, and our guys were upset with that. They were asking those questions in the locker room. What was the rebound margin? What was the defensive field goal percentage, and so forth. But credit to them, they made some shots, and we didn't really do quite as well as we could have done there.
Yeah, first time you don't out rebound opponent. Now, granted, you're not out rebounded, but
it's like kissing your sister. It is what it is, and playing them dead even is not what we're looking for. That was another thing our guys were really upset about, that we just played it straight, and we didn't win it, we didn't lose it, it's a draw. So we got to do a better job there.
How much of a surprise was Corey Hendren off the bench? 19 points for them.
A big surprise, because they've had 3 guys when you look at what they've done to date that have really been sort of their primary shooters. Mickey Woods, number 20, Kirk Brooks, 12, and Scott Blake, 14. And Blake had 2, Brooks had 2, but the Hendren kid came in, and we really weren't prepared for that. We told our guys expect the unexpected going in this game. We got to be ready to make adjustments, and obviously we did not do a good job adjusting him, especially in the first half when he really got hot.
Did their transition game do anything at all, taking a lot of quick threes early in the shot clock?
They made some shots with them. It allowed us to speed up, and I think we are probably better at playing like that as opposed to just grinding it, probably. But I just don't like seeing that. I just don't like seeing guys make shots, open shots, uncontested shots. It just sickens me. And so we pressed, and there's some benefit of it, but sometimes a team like that tries to aggressively attack you, and they get some free ones.
Colin Crane sets a new career high, 18 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals. A bunch of guys stuffed the stat sheet. What does that effort mean?
Well, I'm so happy for Colin. And Colin and I, we sort of started this thing together, and he's a guy that just brings it every day. I use him as a focal point in a lot of our conversations with the team. If you want to know what we want around here, just look at Colin. And he works hard. He as long as I've been coaching him, he's never had an off practice with his effort, focus. He's never had a game where he's not coming and gave him great effort. So for him to have a sort of a career day-to-day is fortunate for him, and it's good for our team just to find yet another guy that has the potential to do that.
You turn things around Tuesday night at 7 p.m. The Queens Royals roll into Holt Fieldhouse. Crucial regional game. What do you have to do in the next 3 days to get ready for Queens?
Well, we got to get healthy for one thing.
Yeah.
Antoine Davis, we're trying to get him back for Tuesday. Corbin Jackson, he's missed the last couple of games. Have him back for Tuesday, hopefully. And then Carson Brooks goes down today with a shoulder. I'm not sure exactly what his status is going to be for Tuesday, but we got to get healthy if we can. But regardless, we need to get a little rest, and then rest tonight, and then tomorrow afternoon start really focusing. Our guys have sort of highlighted this game on the schedule. When we got beat at Little Orion December 1st, the discussion was our next game is December 18th. If that makes any sense, and that's not necessarily a slap in the face for our last two opponents, but
it's a regional game.
It's a regional game. It's a Division II game. This is a team that's been in NCAA tournament 2 of the last 3 years, and they've sort of accomplished where we're trying to get this thing. They're a great defensive team. They're very athletic. They've got good senior play. It's gonna be It'll be I think it probably will be the toughest challenge we've faced so far this year across the board, and but we're ready for that. We got one, then we get to go home and wait for Santa to come, and we need to finish this one right.
Chuck, pleasure as always. Congrats on the 100-168 victory over the Buffs.
Thanks, Adam.